A constant reoccurring theme in the world of Game of Thrones is how love is the death of duty. And the first real example of how cataclysmic love can be in the timeline of Westeros is whenever Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen become betrothed. Both Rhaegar and Lyanna were both promised to different partners in order to strengthen their current household. However, they chose love over duty. And while this does lead to the birth of Jon Snow, it also leads to the catastrophe known as Robert's Rebellion and the near end of the family line of the Targaryens. And once again, this theme is constantly revisited throughout the show, with Eddard Stark being the first victim of it. While I can't remember the specific circumstances of whose life would be spared, he was told that his family would be safe if he did lie and say that he was a traitor to the Seven Kingdoms. And throughout all of Season 1, Eddard Stark constantly chooses duty over love, but as soon as he caves in for the love of his family, he is punished for it, and unfortunately his life is taken away. And this theme is well executed throughout most of the show until the final season. When Jaime Lannister is actually on his own without the influence of Cersei, he's actually quite the positive influence and good human being. The love that they have for each other acts as a poison not only to his duty, but also her mothership. The things he does for love as he then pushes a child out of what looks to be a 30 or 40 foot tower. And we also see it with Robb Stark choosing love over duty, and this also leads to his death, just like it did with his father. Robert was promised to one of the daughters of the Freys, but instead I do believe he married a handmaid or something like that. And while there are a number of other examples I could go into with this theme, it all seems to be culminating with Jon Snow, as he is the only one who's able to break this cycle, choosing duty over love twice. The first example being him deciding to betray Ygritte and serving his purpose as a member of the Night's Watch. This theme could have been masterfully executed by the end of the show had the people who created it actually taken their time in the final steps of it. Jon Snow once again falls in love, this time with Daenerys Targaryen, and after seeing the onslaught that she unleashes upon King's Landing, he has to make the ultimate sacrifice. Once again, he chooses duty over love, and this is what leads to peace throughout Westeros, the Seven Kingdoms. It's so unfortunate that the final seasons of the show were so rushed, because this theme was revisited enough times that had they taken their time, people would have received it so much better, myself included.